Welcome, welcome, guys. Welcome to Motivational Monday. This is our first Monday in March. Wow, time is just flying fast. So we'll give everyone a little time to log in. How was your week? Hope it's good. Yes. Okay. We'll give some people some time. Hi Heather, how are you doing today? Thank you for tuning in to Motivational Mondays. This is my third month. I'm happy of myself. Yes. So how you guys doing? Okay. One more minute and then we'll start. Thank you and welcome, guys, and thank you for coming week after week listening. Today I have a special guest. I'll bring him on a little later. Yes, we have a gentleman in the place. Hi Keisha, you're blessed and highly favored. Yes. Hello Dane. Alrighty. Okay. You're good? Nice. I'm blessed and highly favored. Thank you for asking, guys. Okay. I'm going to read on Please Forgive Me. I'm doing great. Okay. So please forgive me. This is the topic. Oh Lord, please forgive me for indulging my human fantasies, weakness, and fears. Please forgive me for affirming the things that I do not want or am afraid to face. Forgive me for engaging in the tribal dancing with negativity and for acting as if I can do things that you and I both know are beyond the scopes of my abilities. Forgive me, Lord, for thinking too much, talking too much, for acting when I should be communicating with you. Forgive me for pushing, struggling, and in more ways than I can name, putting my agenda ahead of your will. Forgive me for saying it is them causing strife when I know it is me. Forgive me for looking out there when I need to look within. Forgive me for saying one thing and doing another. Forgive me for asking for things when I have not expressed gratitude for what I have. Forgive me for attempting to do many things at once, doing none of them well, and then blaming you for all you have given to me. Forgive me for wallowing in my failures, second guessing the truth, and for generally being a human, doing rather than a divine being. Forgive me for judging myself, criticizing myself, doubting myself, and when that becomes too much to bear, turning on other people. Forgive me for being human, not liking it, and all the while asking you to give me more of the Creator comforts that cause my stress in the first place. Forgive me for believing that you are obligated to serve me when I have not always been willing to serve you. Forgive me, God, because at this moment I am having a very difficult time forgiving myself. I now ask for and open myself to receive your forgiveness and the peace and joy it brings to me. In the presence of your forgiveness, I am renewed, refreshed, and reminded that you already know, even before I ask. For this and so much more, I am grateful, and so it is. So this was just a little, I always start with some upliftment on forgiveness. I know that a lot of us have a lot of struggles we're going through, and a lot of people sometimes don't know our struggles. And we tend to always try to be the stronger one, and sometimes it's okay to cry. It's okay to, just think I'm not perfect. We all fall short of the glory of the Lord, and we all walk that walk, and we try to do our best. But don't beat up yourself. We try to be the best mother, the best sister, the best aunt, the best everything that we can be, grandparents, everything. So don't beat up yourself on thinking that, you're not good enough, or, I've tried so much and you're just feeling to give up. Never give up. Know that life struggles is there. You understand? And we all go through them day by day. But my thing is, speak to someone that you think you could confide in, because keeping it inside doesn't do anything for you. You understand? So we have to talk. We have to confide in somebody. Your mom, your sister, a best friend, because building up all these on resentment inside of us give us ulcers, cancers, you name it, stress. It's just no good. So we have to learn to trust someone. So again, my topic today will be on education. As you know, I'm very big at that. Hi, Kenny. Yes, hi guys. We always want to strive and push our youths and our adults for further learning. Never think that you can't, or you something struggling you in some way. You understand? So there is a lot that we can do, and we have to keep pushing our kids. We have to, we gotta preach. We gotta preach to them. This is our job. Our job as parents is never over. So we are teachers in our own rights, right? So today we're going to talk a bit on education, and I have my guest tonight will be my nephew Shedrack Worrell, who will be joining me now. Cheers.
Hello. Let me get comfortable. But
Yes.
I didn't cheers with you.
Oh. Cheers to be my first guest on the couch.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Cheers
Hi
to
guys, this is my nephew Shedrack, and Shedrack is here with me now. And our topic today will be on education, and we're gonna chat. So how have you been?
Good so far.
Good.
Settling in.
Settling in. How you think about living in the States now from Trinidad? It's something different, right?
Yeah, it's a good difference though.
Good
It's
difference.
just a little cool, but can work around that.
Good.
But it's fun.
Fun. You guys hearing us loud and clear? Hey, hi Shaniqua Worrell is on. Hi Shaniqua, Kenny, Heather, Dane. Thank you
You
guys.
see all that there?
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Well, today our guest is Shedrack, and Shedrack is he has his own business, and you want to share light to my guest what you do and things like that.
Well, I essentially am a creative designer. So that means that I work within the communications and events of, I'll say, creative industries. At core, what I do is events management, stage and production design. Melissa, say good night.
Hi, Melissa.
And communication. So whether it is social media management, advertising and marketing, everything that falls within that creative realm is what I do. My business is Upstage Events back in Trinidad, and we've done some pretty exciting work. We've worked with big clients, and the work continues, so hopefully I can build the same empire in
So
New York.
you plan to branch off here in the States now.
Yes.
So this will be Upstage Management too, or what would you?
Upstage New York.
Upstage.
Or Upstage Events New York.
Okay, so
Yeah.
guys, anytime, again, I remember him, such a wonderful young man. Yes, he is, and he's a great speaker, Keisha. Yes, so he's into event planning. Keisha, you could always reach out to him. I know that you
Yes,
know a lot
please.
of people, so each one teach one. So anytime you need his services, he's here looking for employment too in his field, so we could talk more about it. Right? Hi, Afia. Hi, everyone. Yes. Good to know. Yes. Very, very good. He has his page. What's his IG page?
Upstage Events with one E.
And
So
Facebook also. They can get you.
Upstage Events, yeah. And the website, so they could Google it. Upstage Events. And
Okay.
drop it in the comments.
So you could go online and you can look him up. And also he's a motivational speaker too.
Naturally, I guess it runs in the family.
Yes.
Naturally.
Upstage Events. Yes. So I want to talk a little today on education. Also, I know that you went to UE and you have completed your degree.
Yeah.
What motivated you? Going to school, what was your aspirations? And who was your role model, or who pushed you into being the person that you are today?
Well, that's a really good question. And pinpointing from that question, I think one of the biggest, most valuable forms of motivation is self-motivation.
Yes.
Because, nobody gonna do it for you unless you do it for yourself.
Right.
So yeah, I think it was a lot of self-motivation while I was in UE, and I mean, my journey is pretty interesting because I was in UE as well as I was working.
Okay.
So I was building my career with Upstage Events,
Right.
which mean I was doing free events, running around, just trying to get my foot wet.
Right.
And then I was also working for different corporations. So I would have worked at an auditing company before. I'd have worked at an events company before.
So you had an idea of what?
I had an idea of what work was.
Okay.
While doing UE, simply because you just want to be active.
Mm-hmm.
So doing school, work, and building a company was no easy task, and I think the main motivation was self.
Right.
Simply because I feel as though ever since I know myself, I had a vision of who I want to be, the life that I want to live.
Right.
And every day sort of just working towards that, regardless of your circumstance at home. Well, I am not from a, Kardashian family. I like to be from a Kardashian family, but just understanding that, to live a better life, you have to push yourself to learn more in different ways and uncomfortable ways.
Right.
And also just challenge yourself to be committed to your goals and to get into your goals, And in between that, I was listening to a lot of motivational speakers like Les Brown and Steve Harvey and Lisa Nichols and Oprah. And
so some of them are your go-to people.
My go-to people.
Yes.
But I think for me, mostly on the ground, I had a lot of mentors. So, actually looking good there.
Yeah.
So, like
He's handsome,
the person,
Yes, sorry.
the person, you actually have the same face. Right?
Yes, I know, right? Yeah.
The person that I would have learned a lot from was my former boss.
Okay.
All my managers, persons that I interact with, I tend to
Keep a relationship.
yeah, and sort of, especially you, just to see how people operate, sort of is, I think, the key to success. So that, no one person knows it all.
Right.
So as much as I may know a lot about things, I always look to people who managing their life in a way that I think is admirable and pull some of those skill sets and tips and tricks. So my former boss, he did well for his business, so I would have took some business advice from him.
Right.
Yeah, just
so
like
you get
regular
good leaders.
Joes, regular Joes, good leaders, looking towards good leaders, and just not being afraid to ask people for help and to find out how to do something and put myself out there, I think, was the motivation behind it.
So you're saying that you always you always strive to be the best that you can.
That's actually one of my mantras, to be the best version of myself every day.
So would you say that you are a very particular person, and you know, it have some people that they're very touches about their job, what they do, their delivery and stuff like that. So with upstage management, you have a name behind it. It's either quality, you know, and stuff like that. When you leave a mark, they know that this guy is good, so you will get more work from others. So I know you work with Kes and some big artists and stuff back home, right?
Yeah.
So how was that experience?
Well, working with I think you're definitely right. I'm very particular with events, and not only events, because I do a lot of work outside of events, like stage management and social media marketing. But I would use events because I guess it's the most popular one,
right?
And the most visible one as well. Very particular with my events and how we design it, simply because I'm a particular person by nature.
Right.
So when it comes to arranging the colors and ensuring that the process is smooth for the client, we don't mix matters with that.
Okay.
And you know,
so I know your sisters are in partnership with
very
you,
important in the process. Because you know they are also my motivation.
Right.
Because I have that real, honest formal relationship where they could pull me up when I'm doing nonsense.
So they will give you critique. They will always critique you, and you're good and you're bad.
Correct.
So they make you a better person, and they're not afraid of telling you and sugarcoating anything. Because I know Shaniqua and Melissa.
Yeah, no, they not like that. And then too, for when it comes to the
yes, he's a perfectionist. Then he is a perfectionist.
When it comes to the creative part of it too, you know, Shaniqua have a good sense of style, so to bounce off ideas from her helps, and Melissa as well, very, you know, pristine and diligent, so it works in harmony. But the Upstage brand, I think what made us known was really just creating extraordinary experiences. So our tagline is experience extraordinary, and that is not only the product, but that is how we interact with our customers. Hearing their stories to create an event is important, and that's how we come around town.
Very good. Well, I know too that for you being this way that you are, you had to have a good example. So your mom, Carleen, what instrumental that she did in your life that push you, that motivates you, that keeps you going? Because I know she's a terrific mom. So and I know she's a super mom too. Yeah. So what can you say about your mom?
I think honestly, I think what was instrumental in me being able to sort of take full flight on my dreams, I guess you could say, is just her allowing me to do it. Okay. She, from ever since I know her, she never was one to, I mean, there are certain things you could and cannot do,
right?
But she was never one to, I mean, and I know up to this day she still want me to be a doctor.
Well, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. So Carleen, no, it's not happening. He's not going to be a doctor. Okay.
But even when I proposed the idea of events and stuff, she never once, she was never negative about it.
Right. She gave you that push.
She allowed me the space to prove myself. I think all of them allowed that.
Okay.
And that's your drive.
It drives you.
Sort of, yeah. She, you know, from it. And then when I look into the relationship, she as well is really good with events. You know, the work she's done in Trinidad. Mm-hmm. So I think it falls in the bloodline some way somehow.
Yeah.
So she in terms of planning an event, when I think about her and I ask her certain things, it makes sense because she know how to put together things, whether it's on a big scale or a large scale or a small scale. So yeah, she always allowed me to do what I am passionate about from day one, and I think that is a blessing because not most people they do.
Yes. So what about furthering your education now? I know that you were in UE. What persuade you to do or master? Tell us what you master in.
Well, I actually want to master in creative design, executive creative design, they call it here, and that is in Parsons Design School in New York.
So you have a goal. You have a goal.
Yeah, I want to do
And
my
the sky's the
masters.
limit. You know that.
Yeah,
You're in the right
for sure.
place. You know?
So I want to do
yes,
my masters
Keisha, it's
there.
important to have a support system and also follow your passion. I agree, because when you follow you have a support and you follow your passion, you tend to master it and be good at it.
Yeah, and it doesn't happen in today
Overnight.
for tomorrow, correct?
Yeah.
It takes out some time, but I want to do my masters there, but I did 2 degrees actually in UE, which
So what
was
are they?
festival and event management and communication studies.
Okay.
So
So
I was
how
doing
you
2
adapt?
degrees.
How was it like going to UE and with you studying and working? How did you juggle stuff? For someone out there who's watching, you know, what can you bring to them in the sense about continuing their education? Because I realized that a lot of young people tend to not follow up with schooling. I think when they reach like Form 5, they think that's it and they drop out of school.
Yes.
They don't do further education, in the sense that even here, watching children in America, most of them might just be a dropout, or they don't even sit higher education, and they don't follow up to go to college. For a child to really go to college here in America, what I've noticed is that you have to have a parent who, with the aspiration, pushing you to do that. So what aspiration you have for any young person that is looking right now, that wants to go to school but think, well, you know, I finished Form 5 and this is it, or I'm 18 and this is it. What you have to tell, even myself, I know I'm in school too online doing associate degree in business management,
That's good.
and I'm juggling too, you know. So this is something that I wanted. I want to make that goal. I always say, you know, I wanted a house, I got that, I have a kid. You understand? It's things that I wanted to do. So my last thing that I want to do on my to-do list is like have a degree with my name on it. You understand? So that is something for me that I want to accomplish for me. So yeah. So what do you think?
All right.
Have you considered home staging?
Home staging.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we actually but I'll actually come back to that question. How I did it in UE. That's a good
Excellent
question.
combination. They complement each other very well. Proud of you, Shedrack.
So, who's that? Crystal.
Crystal, yeah. Hi, Betty Ann. Okay.
But that's a good question, because up to now I kind of don't know how I did it. Honestly, I can't pinpoint. And everybody who I've chatted with, you know, they always ask that same question: how did you do it?
So you have to come up with something, because if it's
I
a question, people keep
I
asking you, you know what I mean?
I think I did it because I think how I did it was really just having a goal. And that's why I say you had to have a goal and
Nicola.
take any.
Hi, Carrie. Thanks for logging in.
That's scary.
Yeah, proud of you, bro.
Thanks.
It's cousin. Proud of you, cuz. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the question again?
What advice you will give for the younger person? Like, you know, Carrie's in school.
Right.
He's doing his bachelor's right now, and he's supposed to be
Right.
finishing up in June. So what motivation you could give him to know, never give up, keep going, keep treading, keep running?
Yeah, I think it's 2 things. It's how you see education and how you see yourself. For me, and I think it might be the same for you, I use education as a measurement of my personal development.
Right.
So most people, they will tell you don't need to go to school to do business, which is the reality. But when you go to school and do business, you ultimately
Have a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your chances of success go up a little bit more.
Right.
So that being said, for me, I the reason why I want to do my master's and eventually do my doctorate is not because I think I need it, or you know, my life wouldn't be complete without it, but simply because I see it as almost like it's part of your life expectancy. So you have to go to school, you have to go to college, you have to then do go to masters, then do your doctorate. That's how I see it.
Right.
And I think that would sort of just help me personally feel a little bit more successful.
Okay.
Is it
So for the
necessary
child that is
to be-
watching, who I hear a lot of small children say, I don't like school. I don't want to go to
Yeah.
school. What you say to those type of children, or to the parents who have and dealing with children like that, who don't want to go to school, but they have to. They don't have a choice.
Yeah, I think going to school is not only about following the curriculum, but taking the things that you want out of school.
Right.
So for me, I was never a big maths person. I also was never like a science, physics kind of person. So I did subjects in secondary school that I liked, which was grammar and all those poetry and that kind of thing. So I think when you go into university and you're studying a degree, if you know you're not good at maths, don't sign up to do a maths degree.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And some people, I know the challenge with some people is that, they don't know what they like to do.
Right.
And in that moment, I would say you either figure out yourself, which is doing some active searching, who am I, what do I like? Or you jump into something that you think might work out for you.
So what about the child now that may not be good in education and might want a trade? What advice you will have for
I
them?
think that is good, because now it's not like 10 years ago. Now you could literally, I think everything, whether it's a trade or education, have its full shine. Because
Right.
long time they used to say, if you want to be a carpenter, nah, that waste of time.
Yes, yeah. Now
But
they're
no-
making money.
Right.
Yeah.
But what I would say to trade persons is to learn business. Because it's one thing to be a carpenter and you can make the best cupboard ever, but then you can't sell that cupboard. So ultimately your talent's not being how to put it, maximized on, or you can't profit from it because you don't know how to make it work for you. So doing trade is really good. I was thinking about doing trade just recently as well. Simply because now events decorate are all kind of fancy, like
Yes,
that
yes.
you can build
Yes.
instead of
paying somebody to do it.
correct. So
Yeah. And YouTube is a go-to person, you know that.
perfect. So with trade persons, I would say do it, but make sure you have I like to have a plan A and a plan B.
Okay.
And I like to have a plan A with a square to back up
Right.
plan A. So that's why I did events and festival management as well as communications, because I knew that in order for me to sell events, I needed to be a good communicator.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't sell you an event and tell you, yeah, I want to use red, white, and black, and then I don't even know how to put that into words that can make you visualize it
Correct.
without me even doing it.
Correct.
You're not gonna buy it.
No, I'm not.
Correct. So what I had to learn was to find how I could use communications and use my craft and build it in a way that works for me. So that's why I did the two, so I could communicate visually my creative abilities. And I think it's the same thing with trade and craftsmanship, where if you can make good furniture, you must be able to sell the furniture.
Okay, cool. So we have here Shaniqua say, I'm so proud of you. You are my heart and soul and such an inspiration to me, and others keep shining. Dane say, so
Think
find
I know
something you love and follow up with that and then expand. We have a lot of people logging in. Joanne, hi. Anthony, Terry-Ann, Nicola, Crystal, Vicky, all others that watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Our topic today will be on education and furthering your education. So what motivation you think children need?
I think
In terms of, excuse me, why I say in terms of, because, some children don't have that support at home. Or, you understand, so motivation in that sense. How would you, what would you say?
I think the best motivation is through good company, but it's also self-motivation. So
Right.
your environment does affect your mindset, but if you could find a way to escape your environment, so you might not have parents who are, big on education, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't pursue an education.
Right.
And I think
Because, most parents didn't go to college and don't have a degree.
Yeah.
So they're not on that level. And then you have the working moms who's trying to do the best and may not have that time
yeah,
with the children. So, what advice you will say for them? I mean, here it's kind of different, back home you could send them to classes, they could do things. Here with COVID and everything now is online. You understand? So
Yeah.
you think they could have like something online where these kids could go and and learn and different things, because they're only into gaming right now. They're only into gaming. They don't have conversations anymore. They don't sit down on the dinner table and have dinner, because everybody into a cell phone, into a game and stuff. What would you say about that?
For the parents or for the kids?
I must commend this young man. He is so articulate. Well done, sir. Yes, Miss Bain, this is my wonderful nephew, Shedrack. Go ahead.
It's for the parents or the kids you were talking about?
I was talking about...
For the both?
Yeah, both. Because the parents need motivation too. Because you remember working here, it's 9 to 5. You get up in the morning, sometimes you go in the night, you come back in the night, and you have kids. So, you think it's very important that parents spend time with children when they come home, even if it's an hour, half an hour with the work and different things like that.
I think just as the world advances, parents need to get advanced with how they want to I guess raise their kids as well. So the online thing is a good suggestion. But it really, those things, it really boils down to your mindset,
Yeah, but how can you get them out of this mindset? Because some of them now just in a box. So the mindset now is very hard. It's like it's brick wall. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can't get that. So you understand? So what you think, like,
I think that is a good question. I don't know if I have the answer for it, but I think it will be...
But from your perspective?
From my perspective, is really about for a parent, the parents have to first educate themselves so they could educate the kids, and then for the kids, they I think if, depending on the age, the influence is important from the parent. At my age, you could account to yourself. You could have a life-changing experience, because I could say, I could not grow up with wanting to do my education, and then at 24 I could say, no, this is what
yes.
But for younger kids, they really need the example. So that stems from the parents, and those parents need to probably just... Consciousness is something that it takes more than sometimes talk.
Right.
So that's a tough one, but I think it has so much things you could surround yourself with.
So what do you think about young parents? Because there is a lot of young parents out there with children, and they don't really want to be bothered, if you understand, in the sense that, many times I go to the grocery store, I go out, and the kid, mommy starving for that attention. And with the school work, because I think it starts at home.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And I think when they're small like that, reading books to them, getting them involved by joining the library. Children of today don't do those things. They don't join the library. They don't have time to really go out and play anymore, because they're so caught up in this social media and different things that they're not kids anymore. Like I remember as a kid growing up, I used to jump, play hopscotch, pell the pan, and stuff. Yeah, rollerblade, and canal cat, and ride a bike and climb the pipeline and go for guava and tree. The children of today now are not inclined to that, and they lost.
Yeah, well, and that's why I thank God I was born in the late past of the 90s, because I get to see the shift with technology. But for the kids that are coming up that don't know that, the parents heavily... I think the role of the parents real important.
Mm-hmm.
Technology could be a plus. You don't only need to watch YouTube. You can read a book online.
Correct.
But it comes down to your screen time and what kids actually doing with their screen time. If they on TikTok or they playing Minecraft.
No, half of them on Roblox, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
No, it's a game called Roblox. I think every parent now, and it's something that you have to pay for. It's not for free, and that's what they pick up the time doing.
Nah, and America is a pretty interesting country.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think the parents have to be the ones to show them the way.
Right.
If the parents even know what the way is.
So they say, Shedrack, have you ever thought about being a motivational speaker or a teacher to add to all that you do? That's a good one.
Maybe 20 years from now. That's my retirement plan.
And Joanne said, yes, it's very important to spend time with them. When my daughter comes home from work, she takes her phone off. That is time for her husband and children. Okay, she has discipline. Terrian said they need outings like fresh air and trips to different places like museum, colleges to visit, expand their horizon, not to feel like they're in a box. Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so true, Roblox. Yes.
Yeah, and this I realize that this New York could feel like a box when you think about it as well.
Yes, because remember it's not like back home where you have a backyard and they could run.
Yeah,
some people live in
like
buildings. When you go out, you come in, you go back into.
Yep.
It's a different lifestyle here, and you will see that as you progress here.
But yeah, I mean, if you're from 21 go up, that is a different shaping.
Right.
That requires a different mindset to adopt rather than parents trying to influence.
Right. So what about adults now? I know a lot of people want to finish schooling and they want to do things, but the time, workload, the pressures of being a wife, the pressures of you have a lot to do. You might have an older parent at home that you may not get the time. What you suggest, what motivation you could give them? Because I mean, online now, you could do anything online.
And I would say my motivation would be, the old saying, it is people that make time for things that's important to them.
Right.
Right. That's exactly my motivation. my advice is that
so guys,
once
the sky's the limit.
Yeah, and just as you could wake up every morning and shower, you could wake up every day and do a little piece of work.
Right.
I know it has been hard because I'm not a parent and certain responsibilities I don't have, but I think once you have a goal and you set your mind to it, everything else does fall into place because that is priority as well.
Right.
So just as much as that we just say in a scenario, you have to work, take care of kids, you have a disabled person in your home and you're doing all that.
Right.
Now it's just to find a way in your universe to fit in education. Right. So that you do everything, that you're literally multitasking.
So how important you think education is for someone, a person?
I think it's pretty important. And not only education, like from an institution, but you would know you could go online and learn so much, and that is being self-taught.
Right.
So if you don't know how to open, or if you just, like you say, you don't know what is an atom,
right,
you can literally Google what is an atom.
That's what I do.
Right.
Anything I don't know, I go to Google.
And there you go, you learn something new. So education is to me not only about getting it on paper from an institution, but just encouraging or pushing yourself every day to learn something new. Right. And I think it have real things in this world that you could learn new.
Yeah, because
every day.
Every day. I think I learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Like how you show me today how I could just go and take the airplane off right there. I learned that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think it's the same thing, and it's some people, they fear education. I really believe some persons, they will say, oh God, to go to school, I have plenty work.
Yes.
You already start off bad because you're starting with all the excuses rather than, to go to school might really help me do this, I might do this better, I might be able to budget myself better, because school will teach you financial literacy as well.
Right.
But the excuses is your mindset. Some people, they start on excuses and then you start to see education as a monster coming towards you when it's ready.
Right.
Could be a blessing.
So with education in America and education in Trinidad, I know that there is a big gap.
It's a huge gap.
And from your experience, I know you haven't started school here yet, but from your experience, because I know you're very good on the computer and stuff, and whatever you want to get into, the difference with Trinidad and here, what do you think with the difference with education? What do you think in terms of your aspiration? You think you see more here for you to expand, or you think in Trinidad is a kind of roadblock in the sense of what you want to do and stuff, given the opportunity now that you have the best of both worlds? You live in the States now, you can go back home now, so you're feeling the difference of it. What do you think?
I mean, I could only talk from my journey.
Yes, your journey. We want to know about.
I think for me, I actually, the best of both worlds is actually what I thought about when I was on the plane to here. I think I'm grateful for starting my education in Trinidad.
Right.
And I'm grateful to have the opportunity to come to the US to also, in the future have an education, because I get to see the difference or feel
the
diversity, simply because when I compare, UE to another university, the differentiators are distinct.
Right.
So I know that UE does this, they ain't doing that.
Yes.
This is different.
Yeah.
That is different.
Because you might be further ahead than the children here. You know that.
Correct. So
you might will advance faster.
Yeah. And then I think is the cultural context of education too is important. But having it is a blessing, and I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest. Actually, I think it's an advantage to know to have the education that I would have from the Caribbean, and then to add it to the US education. I think is pretty. My IQ could go up a little bit more, because I could tell that a lot of persons who would have studied in the US wouldn't have that experience or knowledge.
Okay.
In terms
I
of
see Dan here, like she have a question for you. Fear of failure.
I actually don't fear failure.
Okay.
I used to when I now started.
I think you got a lot of bravery now. You're brave. You're braver than when you started out, because you was very shy.
Way shy. And I had a life transformation. But yeah, I actually don't fear failure. I actually I think some of my best lessons come from failing.
Right.
And failure is to me is really the measurement of success, because I don't think anybody who would have been successful, when you look at big companies like Apple and these international brands, how they started. Apple failed a lot of times.
Yes.
And look at us now with the iPad.
Yes.
So when people talk about failure, it's be like, yeah, you should want to fail. But if you're failing, fail forward.
Right.
You can't just fail and
don't stay backward.
No. Or figure out the next
move.
I don't believe in impossible either. I just always tell Melissa, I'll be like, nothing is impossible.
Nothing.
And I do believe in assumptions. I like certainty, because I believe there's something around anything, and that sometimes failure is sometimes what we think it to be. So I can say, I might not pass that test today, and I can say, wait, I fail. But who knows, maybe tomorrow I could pass that test, or 10 years from now. So I don't believe in failure.
So you don't believe in failure. That's very good. I mean, some people have a problem too. When they fail, they beat up on themselves.
Yeah.
I don't think when you fail is something to beat up. I think you learn, you take from what your mistakes you make or you've been through, and you learn from it, and moving forward, you will do something different.
Yeah.
I think so. So
for me, failure is like, I don't really say the word failure. I just more say like lose. So like in business, I would say, well, yeah, I lose something, but I don't like to lose.
You're disappointed.
Yeah, but the word failure is like a shocking word. But yeah, I think when you do business as well, it shapes your mindset. Being an entrepreneur really shape your mindset into how you see the world.
Right.
Because in business you lose every day.
Every day.
Sometimes it's not because of you lose. It might be because of the competition. So.
Right. And how you think competition is right now? It's fierce, right? Because every day they're coming up with something new. It come like the phone, as you say. Samsung coming up with a new phone every year, and it's expensive, and the competition is thing. Then Apple coming out with one, then you're confused, and it have people who confused too with the gadgets. They're trying to keep up, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Competition, yeah, definitely. Actually, that was one of my concerns here, moving to here, trying to start upstage. I was like, shit, it's like starting over in some regard.
Yes.
I was actually like, it has so much competition in terms of people doing events so like beyond our what we but when I rethink it, I was like, when I look at my work and I look at what I could do with the resources here, it's Okay, I know worries.
You can only get better.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm saying like the sky is the limit.
Definitely.
What I see for your future, with your education, I know you'll keep pressing on and being that person that you want to be. I would say from my aunt point of view, I'm very proud of the young man you have become, and I know that it's only stairs. You're leveling up, as my friend Keisha would say. You're leveling up, and you keep going up on different levels to make yourself better with your brand.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
Right. What anybody out there having? You will be successful because of your mindset. Yes, thank you. Nice topic, Keith. Shanika said because Shedrack is your favorite, so you want to see the big. She said that because Shedrack is your favorite, so you want to see it big. Taking you on.
Oh,
Betty-Ann say yeah. Oh yeah, Auntie Betty-Ann taking you on and to big screen. Yeah.
Okay.
So, as Dane say you will be good into other things. I think you should try other things, Shedrack.
Yeah, well, I want to...
your mindset might be only on one thing, but they out there seeing something different in you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
I'm not scared, For me, I just plan in phases. So, the motivational, that part of it, I think that would be like Shedrack when he's 40.
Right. Not now.
Not now. Yeah, I think now the most I can do is just share when I can in little ways, but to say set out to do that, who knows, maybe life and God could present something else, but yeah, probably 40. That's my end goal, but now I actually want to go into more home decor and interior design.
And that's a wide range now, it's a lot.
I want to do a lot more.
He can do anything he puts his mind to. Yes, Shaniqua, I know he can put his mind to anything he wants to do. As I said again, the sky is the limit for him, and he's heading in the right direction. Don't sweat a damn thing. You got this. You already have all the necessary tools in your arsenal. Okay, arsenal. Make sure and access all those resources that are available. Yes, we have a lot of resources available here. Living in the States, we have a lot of grants and stuff people could also get, for grants that you don't have to pay back, So that will be TAP and PEL. Those are city offered, free, no payback, and the BEOG. So for those that out there that wants to go back to school,
that's grants for school.
That's grants for school, and again, the sky's the limit, guys. We here. We can take on some questions. What y'all want to hear? When he builds his empire, he will have more to contribute to Motivational. Yes. Blessed night. Keep reaching for greater height, Shedrack. Yeah. So talk to them a little bit.
Questions. You take some questions.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to ask you what motivates you.
Okay. What motivates?
I guess we could
You can switch it now.
Yeah.
Okay. What motivates me is the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Being a single parent for all my life, my son motivates me more, and everything I do, I based it with the knowledge of my child, and I always wanted him to strive to be the best. So with that, I made a lot of sacrifices, and I tried to live and walk the talk. You understand? And I always remind myself that I have someone is watching me, which is him. You understand? Even with my social platform, even with things that I say and stuff like that, even with the clothes that I wear, I take into consideration that my son is watching. So I have to act appropriate when you want your children to walk that walk.
Agree.
So for him now being 31, he could say, well, my mother, such and such,
He could be proud of you.
He could be proud of me. and all my accomplishments also, you know. So that keeps me motivated.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I always, everything I do, I base on him because I only have one child. But I try to be the best that I can. I try not to make mistakes. I know we all have to make it, but I try not to make it for him to see in the sense, you know.
Right.
I always want him to have that thought in his mind. Not that I'm a perfect mother, because I'm imperfect. I have my shortcomings too. But I always want him to look up to me with respect and everything else. So that motivates me. And then I look at my nieces and my nephews, and to tell you the truth, in the family, everybody looks up to me.
I know good to say that. I know good to say you. I mean, and there's no by no secrets. I think everybody know that, you know, your life, you know, being half a century.
Yes, it's a blessing.
Yeah, and I think that your life is an example of what all of us should be. And I'm not saying which generation are we were in the family.
Yeah.
My generation,
Right.
you know, the
Yeah.
cousins, I think we need to all, and we all do look up to you as,
Thank
you know,
you.
somebody who is just, you know, a go-getter in all forms,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
and you're not selfish with it. And I
Yes.
think that is probably one of the biggest blessings or character features about you that you probably don't know.
Maybe.
But you're selfless in
Oh,
in just like your
Shedrack.
knowledge for you to sit down here and share information and
Mistakes
You
are
know?
yet to be made, but it's up to us how we deal with it. Either we let them keep us down, or we learn from them and move forward, move up, and try not to repeat. Straightforward, Phyllis. Your nails is popping, auntie. If you want real success, get on board with, what did he say?
I think I need glasses.
NASA Sky. No, NASA Sky is the. I
With
said the
NASA,
same thing.
sky is the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
so I think that is is
You know,
you leave a good legacy.
I think so, and that is what I want to leave, a legacy. You know, it's like my niece called me the other day, Marette, and she was like, Auntie Phyllis, I just look up, she was like, I just look up to you, and I look at how you bring up Carrie, and that's how I bring up Zion, and I felt contented in myself. I felt like, okay, when you think these children ain't looking, they're looking
No,
at
they-
you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
and
So
it's a
I am
silent
very
eyes.
proud that I am a good example, and I try to be level on all boards with my nieces and nephews, because there's a lot I have, but I am a very straightforward person, as you know.
Yeah.
How I see it, I would say it.
Yep.
Who don't like it,
I
get
know,
in your
right?
feelings and, move on. And we don't keep things.
No.
We don't keep. Look, I'm not stressed. I don't have high blood pressure, low blood pressure. I don't have anxiety. I don't have nothing. I thank God I'm 50 and healthy because of the way how my mother grew us too. Yesterday is gone because we can't look back. Today is here. So we can't plan. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you live in the here and the now. So
Mhm.
for me, with my nieces and them, when they make the mistake, I will say, try not to make that mistake again. You could do better, or you must have an example that you want to follow.
Yeah.
There is somebody that you want to emulate. I mean, I said from beginning, my inspiration was Yanda Van Zandt and Oprah.
Mhm.
Because I learned motivation and upliftment, because back in the Caribbean, I find women are not motivated, self-motivated enough. It's like back then, a man is the head of the home, that we know, but a man now have his wife as a housewife. I never see myself as a housewife, and I still don't see myself as a housewife. You understand? Because I think my money, I like to swipe and buy what I want. So I don't think if I want money, I should be coming to ask you for it, and you asking me another bag again you're coming with. You're fast. So, and then I rude too. So for me, I think being independent is the best thing a woman could do for herself and her children.
Agreed.
You understand? And I always try to portray that with my nieces, and I share. When I know things, I share. I don't believe in having knowledge or knowing something and you're just keeping it to yourself. What good is that?
Nope.
You understand?
No.
And it have people who just know things and don't share it with nobody. You understand? But thanks.
Selfish.
Yeah, and I'm not selfish, and I just say what I have to, and you just keep it moving. Let's see what they say.
Yes.
Straightforward. This young man has a lot going for him. His work is exceptional. Yes. I look at you too, Auntie. You are such a beautiful inside out. Oh, thank you. Hey, Phyllis. Hi, Glenroy. Esbert. Oh, this got to be good tonight, Sissy. My nephew is in the house. Good night to you both listening. Yes, do not depend on anyone. Laughing out loud. Well said. That's me. Amen. Oh, Mommy, proud of your son. Keep up the excellent work you are just doing. Always remember your morals and spiritual value. Love you all, my son Shedrack. Yes, spiritual value. You know that is your mother. What are you going to do?
Morals and spiritual value.
Yes. Yeah, keep that with you, because I think we have to have those things in order to succeed. Because I just always say, don't matter, I may have some type of, I will always pray and I will always remember what I was taught from a child.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I just always say there is so much opportunity for young people that just
Now so more than ever. And I just try to remember that every day.
yeah.
Yeah. Now so more than ever. Back 10 years from now, yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot more, especially to make money online.
Yeah.
When you think about
Everything.
it,
Look at how
you
we have to
can't-
shop. We have to
Yeah.
do everything online now. Everything.
Yeah. And it goes back to us when we were watching that video with these two young persons.
Yes, you see?
As much as they think they getting paid.
Yeah, they're getting paid. Just imagine when you go to YouTube and you have all these subscribers, YouTube sending you a check. You know? People into TikTok too. I feel TikTok is send them something, you know, because when they reach a certain
money from
thing,
TikTok.
yes. So people doing this and making money. That's why everybody doing virtual now.
Yep.
You know, and it's the amount of people you have that they're making money. So you see how time changed now, right?
Yeah. It's
So with
cool,
COVID, how has COVID affect you?
COVID.
With your mindset and the way of life now?
Well, when COVID just started, we actually lose a lot of potential money. I don't really talk about it, but I think I mentioned it in my podcast sometime. But when COVID just hit, we had a real big contract to do an event with an international brand, which was, let me just say the brand, but we had a potential contract to do, and that was a good amount of money. I think it was, I was viewing it at that time for upstage events as, you know, I would say the icing on the cake.
Right.
Then COVID, and we had that contract, and then we had a couple other contracts coming in because we had just come out and doing Coca-Cola rest stops for Carnival.
Yeah, and I saw you do an advertisement for cause or something
For cause,
too.
yeah.
Right, and you also model, Shedrack. You could make so much money. This boy
I
has he has so much talent. He's a model. He did an ad for cause. I remember I saw the cause. So you did Coca-Cola too?
No, we did for Coca-Cola. We did so for Carnival we did the rest stops where the masqueraders go and take a break.
Yeah.
We did that for Try,
Wow.
Bliss.
Wow.
Hearts. Yeah, that was
Nephew, you're big in the dance. All of my nephew big. Listen.
Yeah, that was a good one. And then, well, so we had a potential job.
Make some money. Yeah.
And then that fell through because of COVID, and we lost a couple other jobs because of COVID. So, I mean, my mindset was a little bit shocked.
Yeah,
but,
it was a little despondent.
Yeah, and I think for me it was like I never thought in so early in my entrepreneur lifespan I would have had to deal with something like a pandemic.
Right.
So
how is your mindset now?
well,
Did it make you stronger? Did you, because
I
I
think
see you get up and you start back. You get up.
yeah.
You didn't knock
No, I
down
didn't.
and you didn't stay down.
It was tough.
So what motivated you?
Last year into this year was very, very, very tough. I remember specifically my motivation was actually my cousin Ruth.
Mm-hmm.
She had called me sometime, probably a couple weeks into COVID, and we were just talking, and I tell her, well, I wanted to build a website for upstage events. She was telling me about her business, and Ruth and I, we just had a real good conversation. And after that, I just decided to build the website, and that's how the website came about. Because she told me, no boy, build the website. Now you had to go virtual, pushing her to do it.
Yes,
So
because everything now is virtual.
yeah, so during COVID, I was able to do the things that I kind of was delaying to do for upstage and myself.
Right.
Because we were so swamped with work. So I think COVID helped shape my mindset by just allowing me to see life in a different perspective, money wise, progress wise, because for COVID everybody had to start checking the coins.
Yes.
And then that time home really allowed me to realize that I could take a week off, but in that week my mind just keep going on what is next. I can never take time off. I could sit down and say, okay, now I'm not gonna do nothing for a day, and in my mind it has always be like, what going on, what I can do next. So COVID allowed me to realize that I am just always on the go, regardless of what I'm in or what I'm doing. I always on the go, and I can't take too much time alone.
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
Because the competition is so stiff now that everything is online, like Amazon. Amazon make the most money, I think, online.
Especially during COVID, and that's how come a lot of stores start to sell home decor, because they realize persons weren't buying certain things but home stuff because they wanted to get more comfortable home.
Right. And my friend Keisha, she's the one who encouraged me to always have an online business. And January I decided okay, let me do this, because I realized a lot of people always want snacks bags from Trinidad, and that's how I come up with the Sweet Tooth, Trini Sweet Tooth.
Yes.
So you can get your items from me, guys. I ship to anywhere. You just pay for your shipping and handling, and you're good to go. Thank you, Terry, and all my family, all my friends that supported me so far. Thank you. Keep it coming. And I wanna
Trini Sweet Tooth.
So Crystal say, Phyllis, you don't see how he handsome and have sex appeal out there. Woo!
What?
That cause he's my cousin Crystal. Cause keep on pushing for you. Big dream and accomplishment, ambition, strong young man. Yes, thank you, Joshel. Trini Sweet Tooth is popping. Thank you, guys.
Trini Sweet Tooth.
Yes. So, any more questions? You all want
comments.
any comments you all want to hear?
Maybe you should talk about what motivates you to do the education now.
Oh, yeah, what motivates me? Honestly, I'm being a little slacker because with work, and I took some time off, but I took some time off for myself. I didn't want to be bothered with nothing. I wanted to get up when I want and do. I wanted to feel like that because it's 17 years I'm here, and since I'm here, I've been working. Yes, people see me on many vacations all the time because it's an airline that I work for, but when Delta decided that, you could take time and they paying you, or you could take time and you could stay home and don't get paid, I decided, you know what, I wanted to, the time that I took off, that's how I did the business. And my friend Keisha, she came and she helped me set it up and do stuff. And then I tell her I want to expand in my motivational speaking because I want to invite people to speak. So she came and she showed me what to do and stuff,
Okay.
And everywhere I go, I'm a flower. I light up the place. And people just love me for some reason, not boasting. But I have that
Star
blessing
quality.
and that star quality in me that when I enter a room, my presence, like it is give people attention. Not to be boastful, because I'm a very person who could stay to myself, But when I speak with authority. Some people get scared.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
But when you get to know me, I'm a people person. But I don't open up just so. You understand? And then on my job I talk. I have a job for 8 hours every day. I talk. You understand? So my friend, I think it's Malia, she was like, I did sometimes I used to go and vlog. Like I vlog with I don't like to see. I did certain vlogs, and and she was like, I think you could go for president, you know. So she motivated me to start Motivational on Mondays because she said, Phyllis, you're a good speaker. And I was like, really? You know? And she said, yeah. So, and then I say, okay, I make the commitment this year, Motivational Monday. First, I was going to do it in the night because when I send out my daily prayers, I have a lot of people who just be like, oh my gosh, like, I just, you know, I'm going through. I needed this word. And you know, it's always something positive.
Right.
So then I was like, okay, let me do this. So I start recording, like, and I will post it. Then I was like, no, Phyllis, get on live and talk to people. Because we are regular people and a lot of people going through stuff, you know? And, you know, it's grown folks, the children. I mean, it's open to everybody. It's a family chat. But we talk about regular things. And I mean, I must say, this is our 3rd month, you know, and I'm doing pretty okay, I think. What do you think?
I think
What do you
good.
think, guys? Auntie Phyllis, you sound like daddy, laughing out loud.
Who said that?
Shaniqua, miss you, yes, they love us, and the ones who don't are jealous. I know, I don't even have time for naysayers. Yes, they love us, and they want to, yeah. Yeah, so, you know, and that's how I am, and that's how I'm a beacon. And I think all my friends, I try to be a beacon. I am a go-to person. I know if you call me, I'm there for you. Whatever knowledge I know, I will share it with others. That's just me. So people motivate me. And, you know, the other day I was going through Delta, and I used to do scheduling long time. And one of the employees stopped me, and she said, hi, Miss Green, you can't remember me. I was like, no. She said, you forget I come to work with the wrong shoes and you open a drawer and it was full of shoes and you asked me my size and you give me a pair of shoes. Shedrack, I didn't remember that.
You see?
You
Little
understand?
acts of
But
kindness.
but I'm saying she remembered that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was like, wait, sir. Again, when you see people not looking at you, they watching.
Yep.
You understand? So guys, I know we stayed. What's the
I
time?
don't even know what's the time. I lost track of the
I
time.
think we had 8:37. We had a good conversation today with Shedrack. Thank you for being my guest,
You're welcome.
my on the couch guest. And
I feel like we need a whole set.
I know, right? He have
Super
plans
for
to
this.
me. Next thing you see, I go on, you know, I go on clear. But guys, you know, thank you so much. I have my loyal watchers every week. Sissy, you and Shedrack Worrell will make a good team because he is also a motivational speaker as well as young. You guys look and rock. You see? Yeah, we good. Normally I just have girl chat, but today was about education and you know, we just keep it 100. So what would you like to say in closing?
I would say stay motivated, and wherever you set your mind to, I think definitely is possible. You just have to believe in it.
Terry, it's time for a talk show. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
I didn't even see anything.
Oh my God. Lovely, nice vibes. Love you guys. I think it's fine. It's a lot. I agree. I think it's time for a talk show. Oh gosh, it got come, but you know, for now we still practicing.
Yeah,
You know?
so busy rehearsal.
Yeah.
But this was good. Actually, I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
You feel comfortable. I know coming in, you didn't know what to
I
expect.
don't know
Eh?
what it was, guys.
But I told them just be going with the flow.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
ask
good.
the questions and we going with the flow, and it wasn't too hard.
That's good.
And I try to make it fun too. You know, that's what we do on this couch. Make it fun, right? Oh yeah, Tyrion, you're not easy, nah? Yeah. But guys, again, thank you. Any questions first?
Ask a couple questions.
Yeah. Come on, ask us. Dane, where are you, Dane? Tyrion, anything? Auntie Bettian? Auntie Esbert is on. Auntie, you know it. Yeah, no. Oh, Tyrion at dinner, sorry. Tyrion went to dinner. But it's good, you know. People look forward to something, you know what I mean? Yeah, Dane, you have any questions for Shedrack? Did I leave anything out?
I think she had asked a question way before, but I don't think I could find it back.
I don't know. I think I know the one about failure she asked. Afia, you have anything to ask him, Alana? Thank you for watching. Dexter, hey, Dexter Worrell, you were great show. Thank you. Going right, Dane. Dane does ask plenty questions. Let me see. She said failures, fear of failures. Anybody? Okay. Oh, how do you remain so focused all the time? Who that question for, Melissa? Shedrack or me? Yes, my husband wants to know why I'm not eating. I told him my family's on. What's the name of his business?
Typing it now. Upstage Events.
Upstage Events. Oh, Bernadette, yes. Bernadette, you know you sew. That would be a good combination if you all could do something. Bernadette is a very good seamstress. Great topic from the Melissa Shedrack. Oh, Shedrack, yeah. Melissa's question to you is, how do you remain so focused all the time?
You know what?
Let me get some more wine first.
Yeah. You know, I like to think that, it appears that I'm focused all the time. That is a plus. But that's a good question, Melissa. I don't think I'm always focused all the time, but I guess I could say I remain focused based on my goals. Once I have the right goals, then I am, and Miss Donowa, then I could stay focused, but I really don't think I remain focused all the time. It's funny that people always think, what people think about you is interesting. Because a lot of people ask the same questions. Why, how come you remain so focused? For me is I just cruising.
I think it's because of your calm demeanor that you have. Do you get angry?
I try not to get angry because, the Worrell side will turn up the place. So, because when I get angry, it's real full on angry. I can kill somebody.
For
so
real?
I try not to get angry, which might not be the most healthy.
So how do you deal with your emotions? Like, you build everything up inside?
I would get angry, but not to the point of aggression or physical aggression. So I could speech off. I could be a little bit dismissive sometimes, but I guess it's more like passive aggressive sometimes. But
well, Melissa, you got your answer there. Didn't say how did he did a wonderful job. Have to make some changes for myself. Dane, thank you for him being. Yeah. Well, you appear to be tiny, whiny. Dexter. Yeah. So because you come off so quiet, it's like I told my sister, I say, he just like Carrie. He in the room, you wouldn't even know he in the house. Because that's how Carrie used to be, very quiet. He's an introvert. And and I was like,
I think I'm 50-50.
Yeah,
I think because of my career, I kind of know when to be extroverted, but for me, really, probably I quiet, really just.
And you remind me of Carrie's. Like I said, I get another Carrie in here.
I like to talk too much, and
Yeah, you talk when you have.
I get vexed with my same thing. I talk when I have to.
Carrie like that.
Yeah, because I feel like when I'm doing business, my job is to talk to people all the time. So sometimes when you're not really, it's like you're in your own zone, kind of way. That's the best explanation.
Well, that is good. Well, Melissa got her answer there.
Yeah.
He keeps
but,
it.
But that could be a superpower, the calmness.
Yeah, it sometimes opposite attracts, it complements to different things. Because I myself could be very quiet at times. Yeah, you see it. You've been here.
For sure.
And I just be there, lie down. You wouldn't even know.
Yep.
I like my little music. And stuff. But that's me. That's what an Aquarian is like. And sometimes when people, sometimes people say, "Why so quiet?" Yeah, okay. This is me though. This is how we are. I will
just
talk
zen in your own.
In my own little world. You understand? And I think too for me. Working and talking for 8 hours a day. When I come home, I don't really want to talk.
So, and this is what I was trying to explain to to understand them at some point. I can't remember. Because it's be like you don't talk, you don't think. But sometimes after you deal with the world and you
all day, you just want to come home
and silence.
and you want silence. Or I will want to watch my movie in peace.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't even want to talk to nobody.
No, and you just go straight. Sometimes I used to just go straight in my room and my mother used to come, she'd talk thing. Yeah, it could come off as harsh sometimes.
It may come
just
off, but
like,
it's because of, I guess, your job. Because
Yeah.
at my job, I could tell you, when it's snowing, we busy. We busy because it's an airline, as you guys know, I work for, and then we have de-icing. And you will find, like, when the planes go out there and they have a line, the plane have to come back at a certain time. DOT, meaning Department of Transportation, have a 3-hour rule that the plane cannot go more than 3 hours. It have to come back to the gate, open back the door, make announcement, hey, we opening back the door because of the Department of Transportation rule. Close back the door, and then this plane going to line up. So it is a stressful day. When it's snow, it's stressful. When it's thunderstorm and it have lightning, the whole ram shut down. Men can't work. We can remember lightning the skill. Yeah. So then you have planes now park up at the gate. You have your arrivals coming. They can't come into the gate. So you find now your day long.
Yeah.
So time you come home and you talk all the time. I don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah.
I just want peace and quiet.
Yep, I know the feeling.
You understand? So you know, that's how it is.
That's voice and phone, texting and WhatsApping and.
Oh my God! Keith said before I log in, I just bounce a manikou, and it's a female. It have 6 babies. Oh, I put it in a box. Tomorrow I have to buy a bottle to feed them, and then they're going to kill them. That glass kind of half full, me see. Me and Shedrack showed on the bottle. We just drink a whole Moscato bottle. Yeah, we just finished it plucky. Auntie Phyllis drinking the wine like a glass of juice, laughing out loud.
No, this is actually.
Cheers, Shedrack.
Yep.
Yeah. Melissa, what she saying?
This is good.
Auntie Phyllis drinking. You understand? Watching. Hold the glass good. Your wine glass leaning. Excellent life, Phyllis and Shedrack. Proud of you both. And Almighty God continue to bless you both. No, my glass, we holding it good. This wine ain't doing me nothing there, Shedrack. It's a sparkle wine.
It's a sweet wine, yeah.
Yeah, it's sweet.
It's good though.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck you know. Wow. Anyhow, guys,
Life
and
in London.
yes, I know, right?
New York.
In New York. Hey, we chilling on the couch. We chilling. It's Monday. So, guys, I think we can wrap up now. We take our hour and something.
No more questions.
Yeah,
so.
no more questions. No, you're like hanging with us, just watching me and Shedrack. Shedrack, you want to tell them anything?
No,
Talk
I think we talk a lot.
They like your motivation. Leave them with some nice motivational words, you know?
Okay, well, let me ask you. You will kick it off. What is your top 2 most, I guess, inspiring or motivational quotes you ever heard? Top 2.
My top 2. 1, you live in the here and the now. 2, tomorrow is no promise to you or me. So you live your life to the best. Eat, you drink, like how we drinking now. Life has no guarantees.
Yep.
So what are the 2 tops that you live through?
I think 1 is that you have enough time to sleep when you die.
Yes.
So work hard. Right?
Yeah.
And Melissa is actually one who she does always say that you have plenty of time to sleep when you're dead.
Yeah.
So work.
Right.
And then the other one would be from actually Michelle Obama. She say, and famous one too, when they go low, we go high.
Right.
I think it's a real depth to what that means.
Yes.
Especially as a black person,
Yeah.
as an ambitious person, real powerful. I think that's one of my favorites. When they go low, we go high. Because, you know, in anything that you do, it always have a hater.
All the time.
So
how you deal with
especially in
that?
business too.
Yeah, how you deal
when they
with
go
that?
low, we go high.
So you don't believe with fighting fire with fire? No. Not in that sense. Because if you're going with Michelle Obama quote, when they go low, you go high.
Yeah,
meaning it would not be on the same level with them. You're not going to...
No,
you understand?
we're not going to wrist fight or punch it out.
Yeah.
But,
let your work speak for yourself.
Yeah. That is the best way to put it.
Yeah. Let your work speak for yourself.
Yeah. And I very strategic. So, today for you, tomorrow for me.
Right.
And that could be what that is not like a negative thing, and that's not eye for eye. It's just you could choose to say this, I'm putting that bad energy today, and tomorrow I could choose to do something else and just forget it, or if I want to fight you, I can fight you. But most of the time tomorrow I just move on.
Right.
Because most people, that's what they do.
Yes, you do.
So yeah, today for you, tomorrow for me.
Yeah, and I think too with me, I'm very family oriented, as you know, and they keeps me grounded.
Yeah.
Family is important, and anybody who I'm with know my family is important to me. I don't put nobody in front of them, because the saying is me. In my mind, this is me. My family will be there for me all the time. If I get bounced down now, all of them come into the hospital. So I don't put people or things in front of my family. My family means the world to me.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because if I need blood, I know I can get it from them.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I try to hold family near and there, and always try to not break branches with them, but build it. Some of them you just can't build. So you just leave them in the corner. You understand what I'm trying to say? The ones that you can't build, you just leave them in the corner. But the ones that you can build, you keep it 100 and you keep it moving. Yeah, you understand?
Yeah, for me too. Family really important, and I just really only trust my family. I mean, I have a lot of friends,
I think acquaintances, I would say, because friends is a big word. It's a big word, Shedrack.
Yeah, but I mean, I have a lot of acquaintances and a couple of friends, but when it comes to trusting with my life, I really only just trust family. Yeah.
Plucky say his two topics is life goes on without Chucky, and rain don't fall on only one man house stop. Shedrack, it's Lent. You drinking wine? Remember you're a Roman Catholic.
And this is well, no, it's not red wine. Sorry.
Well, Colleen, his Moscato is not that bad. I think one.
See what he said? My top two is what?
His top two is life goes on without Chucky. Meaning Chucky
the crazy crazy.
Life goes on without Chucky. And rain don't fall on only one man house. And one I like from him that I pick up, you're gonna know where corn and barley grow. Plucky does always say that. You're gonna know where corn and barley grow. Meaning, you will find out the hard way then. You're gonna know where corn and barley does grow. Because you're gonna have to go and look to see where the corn and barley,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I take that one from him. And another one that I use that my co-worker like, you don't alter the price of cocoa. If the cocoa is $10, don't come to tell me it's $9.75 you have. It's $10. Them just laugh, my co-worker. Yeah, you don't alter the price of cocoa. Yeah, the price of cocoa is one price. Don't come to tell me another price or you want $10 off or nothing. 10 is 10 and we keep it moving. You don't alter it.
Yeah, that's actually a good.
Yeah.
Because if you alter it, then something
shaky. Yeah. And then you wouldn't get your pound. You understand? Correct. Because you go in the cocoa field to cook all that cocoa, dry it, everything. And then you now coming to tell me. So you don't alter the price of cocoa.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So I just go, mind your business, Colleen Granger. He's under Auntie Phyllis' roof, laughing out loud. Yes, and he good. He ain't going nowhere. He had to drive. We right here. that was funny there.
That was real funny. I know that was coming.
Yeah. But I have little sayings too that I go by and that keeps me, and I always remember my mother too. Because it have things that she taught us that will always live through my life. Carrie probably helped them. You understand? It's like, who can hear will feel.
Yeah.
Them old people always used to tell you that.
And what don't miss you ain't pass you.
Yeah, what don't miss you ain't go pass you. Meaning life not running away.
Correct.
You understand? So what ain't miss you wouldn't pass you.
Yeah.
You understand? What again? Remember? What she say? Hold on.
What am I saying?
Yeah.
Is that why am I saying?
Esbert, what is one of your favorite quotes, Esbert? Because I know you have a lot. What is one of your quotes that you live by? Esbert is always say, I think she always she just thank God that last night was not her last night. She just always put up that on her Facebook page. Because you could have died in your sleep and not see today.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Last night.
Yeah, last night. And I think one that I like to I just always use it. One that I like.
You have some more?
No, you go ahead. I go take. One that I like. It has so much saying I like it, but I
like do so, don't like so.
Yeah, I did to say that too.
Say do so, don't like so.
Yeah, because that means when you do something to somebody, you ain't like what they do, but you want to do it to them. So do so, don't like so. No.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes you say, you don't know what these old people say. Friends will carry you and not bring you back. Carry on, that is a very good one. Very good one.
Yeah, that's a real important lesson.
I think so.
Youths.
Yeah, for youths, right?
Friends will carry you and don't bring you back. It's true.
Yeah, I think so too.
You gotta bring yourself back.
What Shaniko say? Positive mind, positive life. Mindset is everything. That's a good one too. Yeah, it's true. My mother would say that. And another thing she said, if you come calling somebody and they're sleeping, don't wake them up. She said, let them sleep. When your friend come calling you, don't wake you up from sleep because they could be calling you to get your debt.
Correct.
You understand? Yeah. Or some kind of accident or something. So don't wake you up of your sleep to answer.
Don't leave your bed,
Don't leave your bed.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I asked God, why is he taking me through the waters? He said, because your enemies can't swim. Love this quote, sissy. Yeah, they were drunk. Yeah?
Yeah, this is for my...
this is for my nephew. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? 10 years, how old would you be?
34.
34.
No, 35.
35? Okay.
Yeah. That's a good question.
You have to see something for yourself.
Yeah. 10 years from now, boy, rich.
Rich?
Yeah.
Tell your uncle.
Filthy rich.
Filthy rich, Plucky. He say he see his. So you see yourself in Hollywood or somewhere?
Honestly, I kind of just, Hollywood would love to go there. That kind of life is nice, but I just want to I know what the American dream is, but yeah, American dream is fun, but I want to see different parts of the world.
Okay, so you want to travel and stuff.
Yeah, that's why I look at a lot of documentaries, because as much as I love America, I want to see what's going on in different
Africa.
Like Australia, South Africa. I would love to go there.
Right.
Cuba. So yeah, I guess maybe I could live the American dream and then.
Yeah, you could. You would. You would.
Yeah, Hollywood is a destination, but not the final stop.
Wolftarian say a hard head makes a soft ass. Because then you're going to be wealthy, not rich. I like this one your mother say, show me who your friends and I will tell you who they are. That's a very good one.
It's who you are.
Oh, at him say, Malcolm say Miami. You live by it, you leave this world by it. Yep, every day bucket go down in the well. One day the bottom does stay.
I never heard that one before.
That's like you're drawing then. One day the bottom, when you're trying, like, probably if you're stealing all the time, you're going to get caught. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it means. Every day bucket is go down in the well. You know, the bucket is go down in the well. And one day the bottom does stay down there. Maybe the rope might drop down. You understand?
No coming back.
Yeah. No coming back. When prayers goes up, blessing comes down. You reap what you sow. I believe in that one too.
I believe in that one too.
Yeah.
And that could be good or bad.
Bad, yeah.
Could be good or bad.
When you're in good house, bad house, they call you. That is another one. That is, Nicole, that is a big one. Even if it's as small as a mustard seed, share it. My granny always tell me that, yeah. You could lead a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink.
That's a good one.
Terrian, you're hitting some good one there, girl.
That mindset.
Kill them with kindness, yes.
Because you can tell people, you can give the best advice, and if they ain't process it, they ain't gonna drink it. So.
But you see this kill them with kindness, that is like that's Michelle Obama important phrase.
Yep.
When they go high,
when they go low,
you go high. That's what that means. Moon does run until daylight catch up with them. Yeah. It's good. Yes.
And go Pollock is not see
yeah, go Pollock is not see Polo.
It's true. No, that's true.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Moon does run until daylight catch up with it. For real, eh?
Go Pollock is not see Pollock.
No. Because when you might go through, I mightn't go through. You might come with 10 bags of heroin and I go in with nothing.
And no, it's true.
Yeah. Every long rope have an ending. Auntie always tell me that. Every long rope have an ending. No. How you make your bed is so you lie on it. For real. If you ain't make it up, it's rough. If you do it smooth,
you'll be good.
But this is an example for life experience, I think, too, eh?
Powerful.
Yeah, very powerful. Very, very powerful.
Catchy, too. I just remember that.
Which one?
All of them are catchy. Especially that one with Friends as the end of the ring it back.
Yeah, I believe in that one, too.
I believe in that
because one. Because I feel like, you know, I think that is young people after they don't go with these saying, you know.
No, they don't understand.
And they're very influential with peer pressure and different things. So you find now, if you don't talk to your children, and some of them like this one is a good one too, you will burn until you learn. Meaning, if you don't want to listen, you'll go there and get in trouble. You will make some jail and you'll come out. If you want to change, you'll change, or you'll go back to your stinking ways how you was before.
Correct.
You understand? So it helps a lot. Hi June, thank you for tuning in. What's sweet in goat mouth, the sour in the bam bam. Yes. What again? Well, 9 o'clock we can lock off. I think it might be done now. You know, wait till it.
Yes, I'm gonna touch that
one. Ooh! Alright guys, we get out there. What goes around comes around. Yes, Carleen. If you can't catch quaco, you're catching short. Jamaican patois. If you can't catch quaco, you're catching short. Jamaican patois. What I mean, Plucky?
I don't know what I mean either.
Yeah.
Jamaican patois. I know it's Jamaican patois.
How you make your bed is so you lie on it. Yes, Joanne, that's what we just say. That's a good one. That's a very good one. I think it was very interesting tonight, eh? And you see how time passed? Guys, it's gone an hour and a half already. And it's fun. When you're having fun time, this very real fast. Question, Shedrack, how do you protect your energy?
That's a good one, you know. Your energy's a big, how would I protect my energy, boy? By tuning out.
So you can tune out people?
I just tune out people, yeah. So...
Like, give us an example.
People who just call me with their problems,
right.
I just do two things. This might be real bad, eh? This might be real bad, but Some people just be like, so well, I'm not meeting, I'm gonna call you back now. Not really in a meeting.
Yeah,
No.
you don't want
I
to
just
hear.
know I ain't trying
To
to.
go to, you ain't
'Cause
want
you're
that negative.
passive. Yeah,
Yeah.
keep it negative energy.
That's a good one.
Right? The other thing that I would do is that I don't really meddle in people's business too much.
Right.
So, drama and them kind of thing,
Yeah, don't live there.
I don't live there. I would try to find out what going good with you. So if I ask you, hey, how you going? I would rather you tell me, well, I'm going real good, da, 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 da. If something bad happen, I might get out back. But to say we going down a road, I meet some people who ask you, how you doing, what going on, and you just, well, life it's so hard and school so... No, and by the time you finish, you're drained, you know. My neck hurting, I sit down there, no, I serious.
Yeah.
Especially when I work in, you call them, how you doing? I'm good, it's just so hard, you be so frustrating. And by the time I done talk to you, I drain.
Yeah.
And that's when I realize, So sometimes I don't ask how you doing. I just be like, I hope you're good, everything good. Keep it send you good energy.
Yeah, yeah.
And then other times that's dodgy, but like by just, yeah, well, I'm not meeting. I don't entertain.
I think I learned something from you tonight.
Yeah,
I
try
think that
not
is
to,
very good. So
people,
when you get the negative phone call who want to call and gossip or whatever,
correct.
I'm on another call, I'll call you back.
And no
Or
call
are busy
after.
and no call after. Or you don't say how you're doing.
No.
I hope everything is fine.
Yeah.
And you keep it moving.
I hope everything good. Stay inside, make sure you're good. Stay positive. Cool.
Yeah.
Don't get them room to vent. Because sometimes what has happened is sometimes you want to know, well, what going on with your day. And it's because that one person you probably meet or you probably talk to just pass all the
negative energy on you.
Onto you.
So that's the law of attraction.
Exactly.
The law of attraction. So you ain't attracting that at all.
I know what that's. And I try not to do that. And this actually a good thing. I try not to do that with people. So that's why I don't complain.
Right.
I
also it's very good. We call that murmurers in God eyesight now.
Yeah,
you don't complain, you don't murmur. When you catch your cold, you're going to blow your nose. Where you catch your cold, okay. Three of them say the same thing. Bring out a next bottle of wine. Oh Lord. Yeah,
but that is real energy, real important to me.
No, but I think that is a so good energy. But and you know what I believe too, Shedrack? Anybody who calling it to gossip or things like that, it's a real negative vibe. Especially like when they say, "Oh God, this one say that about." I don't want to hear.
No.
You coming to me with that for?
Yeah, do.
And then what you said, because you ain't gonna be coming to just tell me John say X, Y, and Z about me. What did you add to it?
Correct. How you get
that information to know what it is. You understand? So
Yeah.
I don't deal with that too. I glad. You know what?
I had experiences like that before, and I just if I find your energy off, I will stop interact with your period.
Right.
So some friends I had, even in university, I just stopped talk to because for me it's like how you talk about people is how you talk about me.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation. So people who call me to gossip about other people or to complain about things that they could just handle for themselves with the person.
Yeah.
It's like me calling you to tell you something that I could deal with Melissa. Like that not making sense.
Right.
But I just talk to Melissa about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So and that's character and how people so you could keep that. And if I realize, okay, that's your vibe, I'm not.
So you don't deal with negative energy.
I don't like.
So guys, I think that's a good one. Shedrack said it.
Yeah.
All these old times saying yes, June. Oh yes, energy is transferable. Yes, we have to be very careful of who we allow in our space. Correct. Always remember, a good listener is a good learner. I think so. Sometimes people just want a listener too, eh?
Yeah.
You understand?
You ain't trying to, like, when people ask you for advice, sometimes they ain't really asking
for advice. Yeah, they just want you to listen.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good one too.
That should be the topic for next week.
Yeah, that one? Okay, good. Guys, you heard. We're gonna have a topic for next week. Communication. That's a big one. Because it's a wide range, eh?
Family, friends, work. Yeah, family, friends, work. public.
And the public.
Family, friends, work, public. Cause I just look around and like even back in Trinidad when persons go to the bank, you wouldn't believe somebody actually taught. Well, I think it's from somebody teaching me and knowing communications and studying it.
Right.
Some people they will ask you. Some people will go to the bank and know exactly what they want,
Right.
but they ask the wrong thing. So now the bank getting a whole run around.
Right.
Right? And they like, but what going on? What you thinking? And they shy and they don't want to say something. But the communication starts with you. So, and then they complain about bad customer service. I think I was telling somebody that.
Yeah.
So for me now, when I want good customer service, I just start with I just break down my communication. So before I go to order, like we say in KFC and I go to order,
Yes.
I would think about before what I want, how I'm gonna say it, and then place the order.
Wow.
So when people say, well,
But
she's
that's
so rude,
yeah, but-
she da. I just say, well, nah, you can't reach up to the counter and now trying to figure out where you want to order.
Right.
You had to process that in your mind and say, hi, good day, welcome. Okay, I'll have a number 1 with a side of fries, with a da. No problems. But if you
Wow.
come, well, let me think.
I've never thought of it like that.
Yeah, I think I will make it like
It's a process. You're processing. You're processing
yeah,
it.
and that is how I just see it. You had to communicate what you want in order to get it's like sending a message and receiving it. So if you don't send the correct message, you ain't gonna receive the accurate response.
You're working on it. You guys are true worlds. You know the same thing. Lastly, I would like to say is like my pastor, right? Coming on communication, but we're gonna come on a topic with it.
Mm-hmm.
I hungry. I telling you, I hungry. Use the husband. Okay. Alright, so you're not hungry? Or I'll say, Shedrack, you hungry? And you might say, no, I'm not hungry, but I telling you, I hungry. As a wife and a husband, you should know.
Mm-hmm.
She telling him she hungry, but she asking, Shedrack, you hungry? And you say, no, I'm not hungry, but she hungry. And then you get quiet. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Communication bad.
Right, but then some women too, that is the way of communicating.
True, question.
Yeah, because you remember, as husband and wife,
You're supposed to be in sync.
right, but my pastor was saying that they were taking a drive somewhere, and his wife saying, like, Shedrack, you hungry? No, I'm not hungry. And then she get quiet. Are you hungry? Yes, she hungry, that's what she's saying, but she don't know how to communicate. So that is a part of communication too, that you understand?
So maybe she should have started with, I am
Hungry, yeah.
Yeah.
But husbands and wife, you know, it's a different. You understand?
Yeah.
But she's telling him, I'm hungry. Like I go say, you want to go to the park today? No, I don't want to go. But I want to go, but I want you to go to the park. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Women talk like that now. Women talk like that. You with me what I'm saying?
Almost indirectly.
Indirectly. That's correct. So that's a
So you to pick up on it. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's a good topic.
Yeah.
So it's almost like trying to figure out if somebody want to marry you or not.
Yeah.
They're not gonna come out and say, like, from a male perspective, you're not gonna come out and say, well, I want you to propose to me.
right. No, she wouldn't say that.
She would do subtle things.
Yeah.
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 She might even say, she might even do that same thing.
Yeah.
You wanna
You wanna get married? And you say
or
no.
do you see yourself with kids? And you will say,
And because
nah.
that's what she future, that's what she want.
That's a good topic.
Yes, right?
That's a-
Okay. I just
Episode.
say, don't say anything, just listen to it. Okay, good.
You
All
guys
right.
are true
Who's that?
worlds.
Yeah.
This I won't end.
Yeah.
It's about
All right, guys. So thank you so much. Thank you for being our guest tonight. You know, Shedrack, thank you for being my live guest, my co-host tonight. You know, we're gonna do it again. He's here, and we're gonna have fun. I want to say have a blessed and safe week, guys. Be safe. Tell somebody something good.
Yes.
How was it day? I miss you. I love you. That's all they need to hear. All right? Mwah. Have a good night, guys.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Finish it there.
Good team.
Yeah.
Listen.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you, our team. Everybody on the live. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Dexter. My whole family was logged on because you're on tonight, Shedrack.